Jimin, Thay, did you even hear what I just said? Tehang, yeah, I did. Tehang's voice was soft, but his eyes were fixed somewhere else. Internally, Jimin followed his gaze and sighed when he saw the region John Jungkook. Jungkook wasn't just any boy, he was the one Taehyung had been secretly admiring for almost a year now. Every time Jungkook walked into a room, Taehyung's heart beat a little faster, but no matter how much he liked him, Taehyung had never once told Jungkook about his feeling, and he had no plans to do it anytime soon. Jimin, Tae, if you like him that much, why didn't you just tell him? Taehyung eyes wondering. No. Are you going out of your mind? Jimin, but why not? Taehyung, because, well, actually, why can't? Oh, wait, no, that's so scary. Jimin, exactly. You don't even know the reason. If you want to know where he like you back, you have to tell him. Taehyung pouting. And you think he actually like me? Oh, no way. But don't you see how much I am already trying? Jimin, trying? In what way? Tae, staring at him from across the room, doesn't count as try. You need to do something before someone else steals him away. Taehyung mumbly, yeah. You're right. Jimin, of course I'm right. I'm always right. Taehyung, but how? How can I tell him? What if he love? What if he doesn't like me, Jim? Jimin threw his hand up. You know what? You figure this out yourself. I'm giving idea. Taehyung sighed deeply. Oh, Jimina, please help me just this once, please. Jimin pretending to think. Why should I? Then he smiled sweetly, because you are my best friend, and best friend never leave each other in trouble. Jimin, fine. I'll think of something, but you won't be trouble. You won't be bubble tea later. Taehyung, deal. You are the best, Jimina. They both walked to their respective class. But Taehyung's mind refused to focus. He kept imagining a different way to talk to Jungkook. Maybe I can ask him about homework, or no, that's boring. Maybe I can ask if he want to join me for lunch, and then it happened. Taehyung saw Jungkook walking down the hallway. His heart skipped a beat. No, actually, it was racing now. Jungkook wasn't walking towards him exactly, but in the direction that was enough for Taehyung. Before he could lose his courage, Taehyung imagined himself reaching out, gently holding Jungkook's waist and smile up at him. Taehyung in his mind, hi Jungkook, good morning. Jungkook in his mind, good morning Taehyung. I'm wondering if you are free today. Jungkook, yes, I'm free, unless the professor suddenly gives us a ton of assignment. Taehyung laughing softly. That's true. Do you maybe want to get lunch with me? Jungkook smiling warmly. I will love to Taehyung. Really? Oh my god, yes! Jimin, Taehyung. Taehyung snapped it out of it. Huh? What? Jimin, sorry to break it to you, but you were just daydreaming again? Taehyung blinked and turned his head, and there was Jungkook was walking into classroom for real this time. Huh? After what felt like and the bell finally rang from break time. Taehyung stretches his arms, letting out a small sign of relief. Taehyung finally. I thought that class would never end. Jimin laughed softly. Come on, let's go to the cafeteria before all the good food is gone. They both walked together in the cafeteria, cutting up, chit-chatting about random things, but halfway there, Tang suddenly stopped. Then, oh no, I forgot to bring my wallet. Jimin, it's okay. I'll pay for you today. You can pay me later. Taehyung shaking his head quickly. No, it's fine. I'll just run to my locker and get it. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Jimin, but hey, before Jimin could finish, Taehyung had already turned and down the hallway. As Taehyung passed by one of the empty classroom, he heard voice coming from inside. He slowed down. Corridors taking over. The voice were familiar. Taehyung carefully, he leaned closer to the slightly open door to listen. Flixie, did you see that boy in the hallway today? Jungkook. Which boy are you talking about? Youngie. Yeah, there was so many people there. You have to be specified. Flixie, the one who wearing a blue shirt, glanced down at his own clothes. His shirt was blue. His heart skipped. Jungkook confused. Seriously, Flix? There was at least two people wearing blue shirts. Flixie, the one who was walking with his friend, Yoongi. Can you just get to the point? You are confusing me. Yeah, Flixie. Fine. That boy, he has a big crush on Jungkook. Jungkook's surprise. On me? Youngie teasing, and what's new about that? From outside, Taehyung eyes widened. Taehyung whispering to himself, uh, are they talking about me? Flixie, I just thought you should know because I overheard him asking his friend for ideas, to make you like him. Jungkook blinked. Wait, are you sure? Flixie, yes, I am. I heard it with my own ears and saw it with my own eyes. Wait, I saw it with my eyes and heard it with my ears. Youngie laughed softly. Okay. So, what did you hear? What the plan was. Flixie, no, I didn't catch that part. There was a pause before Jungkook speak again. Jungkook, oh, Changman, I think I know. Who are you talking about? Youngie, you do? Jungkook, yeah, I've been talked to him a few times before. Uh, he is my classmate. Taehyung had started pondering fast. Taehyung whispering, he's talking about me? Oh no, Youngie, oh, I think I will meet him too. He is really sweet. Jungkook hesitating, then speaking quietly. No, he is not. I mean, he is okay, but he's just clingy. If he could stop being like that, it would be better. Honestly, I don't like him that way. Um, why I thought I was just being a friendly. His chest felt heavy, his throat tightening as if something was stuck inside. Without making a sound, he stepped away from the door and walked quickly down the hallway. His footsteps echo in the empty space. When he reached the end of the corridor, he saw Jimin waiting alone, leaning against the wall with his arm crossed. Jimina, Thay, what took you so long? Did you find your wallet? Taehyung shook his head. No. Tried to smile, but his eyes gave away the hurt he felt. Yeah. I found it. Let's just go eat. Jimin following. Wait. Something happened. Didn't it? You look pale. Taehyung flinched a laugh. It's nothing, Jimina. Really? But Jimin was not convinced. He could tell by the way Taehyung watered his eyes that it was definitely not nothing. As they walked towards the cafeteria, Taehyung's heart felt heavier with each step. He didn't know how to face Jungkook now. Knowing Jungkook thought of him as a clingy and not someone he liked. Youngie, I don't think we are talking about that same boy. Jungkook confused. Huh? Just then Taehyung heard a familiar voice calling from him in the hallway. Jimin, here. There you are. You took way more than 2 minutes, Thay. Taehyung quickly stepped away from the classroom door, facing a small smile. Taehyung, oh yeah, sorry. Let's go now. Jimin looked at him closely. You okay? Taehyung, yeah, I'm fine. Jimin, also, you said you went to get your wallet, but you came back empty hands. Taehyung quickly making up an excuse. I realized I forget it at home. I'll pay you later. Let's just go. I'm really hungry. Jimin didn't push further, but he kept glancing at Taehyung as they walked towards the cafeteria. Something felt off. Next morning, Taehyung walked into college, his mind heavy with yesterday word from Jungkook. He handed to his locker the place where he and Jimin always meet in the morning. Jimin, morning Taehyung, morning Jiminy. Jimmy smiled proudly. So, I got an idea. He grabbed Tehung's hand in excitement. But Tehung just gave a small, tired smile and began taking out his books. Jimin blinked confused. Huh? Jimin, hey! I said I got an idea to make Jungkook yours. He bumped his shoulder playfully against Tehung. Tehung let out a long sigh and shut his locker harder than intended, making Jimin flinch a little. Jimin, hey, are you okay? Did something happen? Tehung avoiding his gaze. I'm fine, Jimin. Before Jimin could ask more, they heard loud squeal and giggle from down to the hallway. They didn't even need to turn to know who it was. Of course, Jungkook fangirls. Jungkook was walking towards his locker, which was right beside Taehyung. Taehyung heart ached for a moment, but he quickly pushed the feeling away. Without even glancing at Jungkook, he picked up his books and walked past him. Jungkook slowed his step. His eyes following Taehyung with a hint of surprise. It was unusual. Taehyung always at least greeted him, but not today. He glanced at Jimin, who only gave an awkward smile before running after his best friend. Jimin, yuck him, Taehyung. What was that? Taehyung pretending not to know. What? What was that? Jimin, you just walk right past Jungkook without even saying hi. What happened? Taehyung softly, I decided to forget about him. Jimin stopped in his tracks. What? Taehyung, you heard right. I'm not going to bother him anymore with my clumsy self. Jimin, wait. What happened? Did you take my words from last week? Seriously? If you did, I'm sorry. Dang, no, Jimina, it's not you. You didn't do anything wrong. I just tired. I've been trying for a whole year, and I never got the courage to tell him that I like him. So now I'm going to stop. It's useless, right? Jimin shaking his head. Hey, you can't give up like this. We can find another way for you to confess. In fact, I have one right now. Taehyung cutting him off. No, thank you, but I can't. I'm not interested. Jimin, but Taehyung. Before Jimin could finish, Taehyung ran off, his chest feeling heavier with every step. Jimin chased after him, but Taehyung slipped into the bathroom and shut himself in one of the. It had been 2 weeks since Taehyung started ignoring Jungkook. It hurt him every single day, but he told himself it was for the best. He didn't want to be the clumsy boy Jungkook disliked. On the other hand, Jungkook was confused. Why? Why was Taehyung avoiding him among all the people at school? Taehyung had already been the one who treated him kindly, not like the uh, friend girl who only cared about his looks. Now, Taung mostly talked to Yonggi, who was in the same class as both him and Jungkook. He also continued to hang out with Jimin, and Jungkook noticed. He noticed how Taehyung would laugh with Yonggi, how they sometimes walked together in the halls, and how close they seemed. And every time Jungkook sighed, sometimes inside him burned. He didn't like it, not one a bit. The next week, Taehyung decided to finally talk to Taehyung. But every time he approached, Taehyung would make an excuse. I'm busy. I have to meet Jimin. Or he would just walk away without looking back. It made Jungkook restless. The more Taehyung avoided him, the more he wanted to be near him, and the more he saw Taehyung with Yoongi, the more that strange jealousy grew. 2 weeks later, it was Friday. The weekend was coming, and Taehyung was standing in the corridor with Jimin and Yoongi, talking about what they should do on Saturday. Jimin, we have to go to Chet now, cafe in the city. Taehyung is smiling. That sounds nice. What do you think, Yoongi Hung? Yoongi, I'm fine with anything. They were still talking when a loud echo from the other side of the building. Taehyung didn't even need to look. He knew who it was. Jungkook had arrived. He didn't bother turning his head. He just kept talking to Jimin and Yoongi. But then a shadow fell over them. Taehyung looked up. Taehyung was Jungkook was standing right beside him, his eyes fixed on him. Taehyung turning to Jimin quickly. Jimin, I'm going to the washroom. Come with me. Jimin, yeah, sure. They were about to leave when a warm head wrapped around Taehyung's waist. Jungkook, can we please talk? Taehyung pulling slightly. No, and let's go up my waist. Jungkook, I won't. Not until you talk to me. Taehyung looking away. Listen, Jungkook, I don't want to. Before he could finish, Jungkook suddenly pulled him away from the corridor. Taehyung tried to resist, but Jungkook's grip was firm. They stepped out of the school building, and Jungkook turned, pressing Taehyung gently but firmly against the wall. Jungkook, Tae, why are you ignoring me? Are not we a friend? Taehyung letting out a bitter laugh. Oh, we are friends. Jungkook hesitant. I thought we were. Taehyung was shaking, so I was only your friend. Jungkook, you didn't see, you didn't notice how different I am when I am around you. Jungkook confused and frustrated. Different? What do you mean? Tongue eyes lowering. It doesn't matter. Forget it. Jungkook is stepping closer, his voice softer now. No, tell me, please. Taehyung, His chest tight. He could feel Jungkook's hand still around his waist, warm and firm. Then, you don't need to know. Just let me go, Jungkook. Jungkook quickly but seriously, not until you tell me why you are pushing me away. Their eyes looked for a moment. Everything else disappeared. The noise from the school, the voice, even the passing winds. Deng had pondered. Part of him wanted to run, but another part of him wanted to stay right there with Jungkook so close. Deng, I heard you. The way you were talking about me, Jungkook frowned. Wait, I don't understand. When did you hear me talking about you? Then quickly, mm, 2 weeks ago, you, Youngi and Flixie were in a room B6. Flixie mentioned the girl in blue, and Jungkook cutting in eyes wide. You misunderstood everything. They hung confused. What do you mean? I misunderstood. Jungkook, that day there was someone else wearing that same color shirt. You're not right? Suddenly, Tehang frozen. His mind replayed the scene from 2 weeks ago. Yona laughing, walking past them, wearing the same blue shirt as him. It's a click, Tehang mumbling, embarrassed. Oh no, but the description was so accurate. Blue shirt, same class as you, and a best friend who keeps giving idea to. I mean, Jungkook softly. He quickly looked away, his gaze and rating anywhere but Jungkook's eyes. Then, no, I mean, yes, no, Then, his voice low and warm. You do, don't you? Then cheeks burned red. He could feel the heat spreading up to his ear. He didn't answer, which was enough for Jungkook to know. Jungkook taking a step closer, his tone sincere. I like you, Tae. Tehang eyes sat up to meet his Tehang in disbelief. You like me too, Jungkook? Jungkook nodding, smiling. Sally, yeah, I do, inside. Tehang was screaming, his heart was beating so loudly he wore Jungkook could hear it. Then softly, almost a whisper, I like you too. Jungkook smiled wider. I know. Tehang looking down, quickly afraid that if he kept looking into Jungkook's eyes, he completely melt. His finger nervously, but then Jungkook leaned forward, Tehang frozen, his breath caught. And before he could even react, Jungkook softly against his cheeks. For a moment, the world stopped. Taehoon's mind went blank, except for one thought: my crush, just me. Is this a dream? Jungkook smiled numbly. Oh no, it's not a dream. And yes, I did, just you. Taehoon's eyes widened again. Taehoon, I said that out loud, didn't I? Taehoon laughing softly. Yeah, you did. Jungkook reached up gently, tucked a strand of hair behind Taehyung's ear. Jungkook, oh, you are really cute. You know that? Taehyung turned a face even redder. His heart felt full warm and light all at once. And in that moment, he knew he never wanted to stop hearing Jungkook say things like that.